What up, sexy world travelers? It's your boy Big Sexy here with a video of gratitude. I want to thank all the people this year who have joined me on my podcast. I'm really appreciative of your time, your energy, your love, and support. And I'm going to thank them now one by one, so forgive me for reading, but I don't have it memorized. So first I want to thank Fritz Joman, Maria Paz, Joe James, Nas, Jen Briney, again, thank you very much, Mike, Kevin, Nikki, Billy Hirsch at cruisehabit.com, who is also one of our sponsors. Go to cruisehabit.com/BSDN for all your great cruise info. Stephanie, Francesca, Levon, Estefania, Taryn, Journeyman Jesus, Lisa Ricketts, Dana Martin, Fadia, my lovely wife Nilla, thank you again, my love, Jacob and Karina, Bonnie Marie, Arson and Julian, you guys are wonderful, thank you, Kelly, Alfonso and Gisela, who were part of my improv show, Camila, Mark, Wayne and Brogan of Hey Buddy Nice Podcast, Ada from the Healing Arts, Rhiannon, Molly, Asia, Asia, Celine and Graham, thank you for being a part of Easy Peasy or the band, what have you, Nita, Meg, Bronwyn, Julia, Lauren, Angie. Yoli was going to be out, but she wants to change that, so we'll redo hers. And Kelly and Aunt Patty. I also like to thank Shonda, Jim Kellner, and Joe Kelly, who joined us on our regular episodes as well, as opposed to just a bonus episode. So thank you all again for sharing your time with us and sitting down to talk to us. Thank you all so much for being guests on Big Sexy Digital Nomad. I really appreciate all of you for spending time with me on this little project that I have, this little fun thing that I'm doing called Big Sexy Digital Nomad. I hope you all had a wonderful 2024. I want to wish you all a happy new year. See you in 2025. We already got a bunch of things lined up. Stay tuned. Safe travels.
The week between Christmas and New Year's is always a mess, and this year it's on Wednesdays, so it makes there's a weekend in the middle. It makes it even wackier.
Yeah.
We're in that holiday tank spot. All you gotta do is name, get one right, and you get this round.
Well, if I get one right, but this is like putting on a blindfold and throwing it at a dartboard. I'm in San Diego. Where the fuck are you right now?
Well, I'll put this caveat. There's 12 teams that have never won the Super Bowl, and if you go perfect 12 for 12, I'll give the point to whoever last names the 12th one.
Okay.
All right.
You won. I'm trying to think of cities that have erupted in street violence and fire because their team won the Super Bowl. Somebody made peach cobbler that was so good I had to give him a hug. Afterwards, it was I just walked up and said, "You made the peach cobbler," and just brought him into my warm embrace.
Want cruise information, tips, tours, and more? Check out cruisehabit.com/BSDN. Please, it's all I know anything about.
What up, sexy world travelers? It's your boy Big Sexy here with a big thank you to our big sexy world travelers. They're the folks who went over to bullwiththebutthole.com and subscribe to the podcast. I want to say a big shout out to Billy with cruisehabit.com, Lee Popsicle, Margaret White, Angel Quo, Bree, Chris Lowry, Dalen Diggs, Jesus, Joshua Tarr, Michael McKenna, Sebastian Robbins, and Smitty Scoop. If you would like to have your name read out before the show, just become a big, sexy world traveler and subscribe to the podcast. swing on over to bullwiththebutthole.com and join the fun. Safe travels.
Happy New Year, world travelers. That's right. This episode is dropping on January 1st, 2025. We've got a new episode, a new year, a new month. We've got a new guest, and we're going to be playing some games today on this fabulous new episode of Big Sexy Digital Nomad. Let's get started with our host, Big Sexy. What's happening, my friend?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this is hitting your ear holes, I hope that it is good. Things are going very well. We'll see how today goes. I noticed, viewers will notice I'm in a new location today. I'm in a friend's apartment. Thought the Wi-Fi was going to be better here, but I got to keep reminding myself, this is Mexico. And Wi-Fi isn't really good to places that I go. But we'll see if we get to it today, hopefully. And I'm excited for today's extravaganza experiment. A whole lot of fun is about to happen. And what's up, people? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So we teased this out a couple weeks ago, put a challenge out, really. And at the time I was putting this challenge out, I had already been contacted by our friend Smitty Scoop, who is joining us today with a little bit of a trivia contest. Good morning. No, it's well into the afternoon. Good afternoon, Smitty Scoop. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on. It's an honor.
Look, we're full disclosure to anybody out there, and it's no mystery that we record these a few days ahead of time, but we are firmly in that pocket of the American holiday cycle that it is completely and 100% acceptable to not know what day it is, not know what time it is, not know where you are or why. And here we are. I am fully embracing that.
Absolutely. The week between Christmas and New Year's is always a mess. And this year it's on Wednesdays, so there's a weekend in the middle. It makes it even wackier.
Yeah.
We're in that holiday taint spot.
Last year, I just wiped away the whole thing by closing my law office and going on a cruise that went from, I want to say we left on the 27th, maybe the 28th, and into, the 3rd or 4th. So we just said, screw it. We got through Christmas locally, flew down, got on a boat, and then just, when you're on a ship, you don't know what day it is. You don't need to know what day it is. In fact, some of these cruise lines, when you go into the elevator, they have these plates that they'll change every day that tell you what day of the week it is, and it's just kind of sitting there on the elevator floor. Not the ones that I've been on, but I've seen photos of it, and I'm like, I can see how that's helpful if you actually care.
That's the fun way to do it. I'd love to do that.
It's a blast. It's a true blast. So, Smitty, what do you got for us today?
Well, I got some trivia for you. I was trying to think of ways to do it, because it's not very exciting to offer questions where if one hears it, the other doesn't. You can't really. So I came up with kind of a showdown idea.
Okay.
So I have some categories. I have some lists, and I'll give you the category, and you will trade off head to head until one of you can't come up with an answer.
Okay.
So I'm a big geography nerd, so I thought we'd start off with.
All right, so I will definitely be answering correctly. To all our listeners who think I do the wrong answers only today, it will be right answers only.
This is not, unless Big Sexy eventually needs it to be, an iteration of wrong answers only.
So when spelled in English, there are 25 countries, 25 world countries whose capital city starts with the letter B. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
So for the United States of America, our capital starts with a W because it's Washington, D.C.
Right.
And in order to win, one of you has to get more than the other. So if someone goes,
and you have multiple categories, right?
yes,
So is it going to be
right.
I guess the person who wins the round, so to speak, gets a point, and then we
Yeah, that
tabulate
works for
those
me.
points? Got it.
That work for you guys? So obviously you can't
Yes.
repeat. Other than that, like I said, there's 25. So
All right. Who goes first?
however you guys want to figure it out.
Whoever goes first in this round should go second, and we should alternate those. That I'll say.
Oh,
I'm good either way.
Okay. All right. Well, since my name's on the podcast, I'm gonna go first.
Sounds good.
Fair.
Do we want to do 1 strike and you're out, or 3 strikes? How do you want to do it?
How many categories do you have?
I
Like completely. There we go. Okay.
I got 7 like this and 2 that are kind of fun ones, but they're more 50-50s. So they're
All right.
I'd say 1 strike, but it's kind of the situation. So like Big Sexy will have to, or whoever wins the round has to get 1 more than the other. So
exactly.
like if Big Sexy gets 1 and I get 1 and then Big Sexy can't, I don't win the point unless I come up with 1. So I would
Correct.
need to have,
Agreed.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm guessing I'm gonna start with Romania.
Good call. Bucharest is the capital.
Okay. I am hoping, but not entirely confident, that Bogota is the capital of Colombia.
Bogota is the capital of Colombia. Correct.
Ooh, I got 1. At least I'm not blanked on the first one.
All right. I'm
I
gonna
may be dead after that, by the way.
I'm hoping that Belfast is the capital of Ireland.
I'm going to give you a mulligan on that one because Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland, but Northern Ireland's a constituent country within the United Kingdom. So for world football, it's a separate country, but in the Olympics, it's not. So it's kind of a weird.
Oh, wow.
We risk offending Brogan right now by saying Scotland's not a real country, but
okay.
Scotland is a country, but there are 4 countries that make up the United Kingdom. However you want to figure that out.
Okay. All right. In that case, I will go.
Or I could give you Northern Ireland. Yeah, it's kind of a however you whatever you think.
I am. So here's the thing. I would, and this some of this comes from my rawness and knowing that I'm not going to be able to get this. He named one of the capital cities that was on there. I think it's a check mark.
All right, works for me.
And it's not like he said, "Hey, I'm going to say Belfast. It's the capital of Germany," and he was way off. You know what I mean? He was
right.
If we're throwing horseshoes here, he's in the pit.
Yeah, absolutely.
As I sit here and set myself up for failure,
I'll take it.
I may be at the end of the line here. Is Berlin the capital of Germany?
It sure is.
Woo!
There you go.
All right.
Well, wait. I just threw an example into the air that might work for me.
I'm going to hope that Bangkok is the capital of Thailand.
It absolutely is.
Ooh.
Yes.
Brussels and Belgium?
That's correct.
Oh.
Perfect. 3 rounds.
I did this about being in that between Christmas and New Year's gap and my brain being fried.
Don't see the capital of. No, I don't think that's right. All right, so hold on.
No, technically, you only have to name the country. You don't have to name the capital city. So.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, but if I'm wrong,
right. I'm saying if you're blanking on something,
Also, good podcast, and I like to do my math out loud.
Right.
Because what I'm thinking along the lines is I'm pretty sure that Madrid is the capital of Spain, but I'm thinking that maybe Barcelona is the capital of Spain.
Your first inclination was correct.
That's what I figured. So that's other countries. Oh, wait. Nope, that's the name of a country. Fuck. Yeah, I am seriously drawing a blank. Let me think of other countries. So Italy, France, Belgium, Belgium, Canada, Mexico. Oh, wait, I think Belize is a country.
It sure is.
Yeah. What about Brazil City? Is Brazil City?
Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. That is correct.
Is Brasilia?
So
does Brasilia translate to Brazil City?
It's pretty close. I think that's the Portuguese version of it.
I'm feeling generous for no reason, but
I think we go ahead and give the buzzer. I can't come up with a new one.
No, we'll give you Brazil.
Yeah, I think that Brasilia.
Oh, yeah?
Brazil
Does that count?
Yeah.
Is Brasilia
you only have
really?
to name the country. It's Brasilia.
Oh,
yeah.
I did say Brazil.
Yeah.
Now that you've mentioned Belize, I almost think that Belize City is the capital of Belize. And I'm going to hang it out there and just see. I'm probably dead wrong.
Right. Belize City is not the capital of Belize. Belmopan is the capital of Belize, which starts with a B. So you win.
Okay.
So you do
because
win.
I named the country.
You only have to get a country whose capital starts with a B. You don't have to be correct on what the capital is.
All right. Okay, so we're looking at other countries. I'm gonna say Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. It's not correct.
Okay.
I think off the top of my head what the capital of Zimbabwe is.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm figuring there has to be at least one in Africa.
Speak.
Yeah, I'm thinking because I don't know what the capital of Zimbabwe is, but I'm thinking that and the problem is that naming the city is not enough. I've got to name the country because for whatever reason Botswana keeps popping into my head, and I know that's a city, and I feel like it's a capital.
I thought Botswana was the name of a country.
Oh, possibly. There are so many different countries in Africa. All
you gotta do is get one right, and you get this round.
Well, if I get one right, but this is like putting on a blindfold and throwing it at a dartboard.
Yeah,
you were so close, Big Sexy. Harare is the capital and largest city of Zimbabwe. Bulawayo is the second largest city in Zimbabwe. The second largest city starts with the B.
The thing that's going to piss me off is that one of these is probably going to be somewhere I've been. Although I haven't done.
I think in a dozen of these have been places you've been, from my understanding of your travels.
Oh, now that hurts. It hurts even more to have that statement come across. So where have I been?
Yeah.
So I want to say that no, that's not it.
I mean, I know the places that I've been, and I've named almost all of them ones that I know that start with B.
I thought you would keep Romania in your back pocket.
I came out the gate strong, but I couldn't think of any other one at the time. Right?
Yeah.
I was gonna hang on to that.
What do you got, Judge?
Come on, do your math out loud.
Yeah, well, I'm hung up on Botswana and whether it's I mean, I know it's a place. I just don't know if it's a country. I don't know if it's a city. I know there's got to be like 4 on this list of 25 where the city and the capital are sum and substance the same thing, kind of like Brasilia.
Right.
So, let's see.
Shoot at it.
Carmen Sandiego, where the fuck are you right now? I'm just gonna. We redraw, or we go back to him trying to get one if I don't
Right.
get one, right? So I'm
go
just
to
gonna throw
extra innings.
Botswana out there, and we're gonna find out what it is.
Botswana is a country, and the capital is Gaborone. That much I
Okay.
know. It
At least
borders
I knew it was
Zimbabwe.
a place, but it's a loser. So back to you, same category.
Was that it? Are we at a tie? Or are we?
You're tying. We're in sudden death.
It's a tie.
Yeah.
We're still going at it.
You let me know if you want me to start giving out hints.
No. Let's say India.
India.
Yeah.
Capital of India is New Delhi.
New Delhi. Damn it. I wasn't sure. Okay. I was thinking of I might be thinking of a different place. And I'm gonna do my math if Judge doesn't get one.
Hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8, and there are 19 left.
That's stupid. There are 19 countries with the capital, and I can't think of them. But I mean, to be fair, I don't know all the capitals of every country.
Yeah, some of them are obscure, but there's a good
small handful that are probably
1,
big.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, you probably should get.
Okay. All right, Judge. 1 out of 8. Knock it out. I love this. Smitty brought us a question, and the first one's going to take about 20 minutes.
Oh, good luck. I am blanking on the name, but I want to say Poland is one of them.
Okay. Warsaw is the capital of Poland.
I'm as far as I could possibly be in the alphabet.
I am going to say Latvia.
Latvia is Riga, I believe.
Oh, damn it.
Now we're just grasping at straws and naming cities.
Well, I'm trying to go off like people. Now I'm going off people that I've interviewed, right? So I'm hoping that my closeness to people has brought around somebody from a country whose capital starts with the letter B. And I don't know. I'll give a hint. Well, I'll tell you my math after since I already missed it, just to keep the podcast going. I'm thinking Bengali is a capital of some place, and I thought it was India. I thought Bengali was in India.
Bengali is a language spoken in Western
in parts of India. Okay.
Western India, yeah.
I think that's what I'm confusing.
And also,
I have
also
a possible
in Bangladesh, they speak it as well.
Possible one. Let me know. Come on, Judge. Come with something. I'm probably wrong.
Now I'm just guessing as I'm going through a map here. Give me Morocco. Okay. Give me Morocco.
Morocco is not correct. Rabat is the capital of Morocco.
Okay. I'm going to a region and I'm
what about Austria?
Austria would be the capital would be Vienna.
Oh, Vienna, damn it. Okay, what I know the name of the city I'm thinking of.
But there is I can't give a hint after you guess before Judge
guesses. Right. Don't no post hints. Judge, are you ready for hints?
If there's
I reached a point in the escape room where I'm ready to wave my hand towards the camera to give me a hint.
If there's a hint, it should come after I answered this one.
Yeah. Okay.
So that we're even playing field here. I'm just throwing out. Now I feel like I need to bounce around. God, I'm dying right now on this. Indonesia. Good guess.
Indonesia. The capital of Indonesia is Jakarta.
Clearly not on your list.
No, give me a second. I was going to say Java. Java is the biggest island, but Jakarta is the capital city. So there are several that are a short drive from Vienna.
Short drive from Vienna, Austria.
In fact, Vienna and one of these cities I'm thinking of is the world capitals that are the closest to each other, if you exclude the Vatican and Rome, which are located basically in the same city.
Yes. Now I got to do geography. And I've been, oh, wait. No, that's Athens. Athens is the capital of Greece, yes?
That is correct.
Okay.
I think it still is. I know it was at one point in time.
It was at one point, right? Okay.
Yeah, Vienna's on the Danube. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I think that's correct. I think there's like multiple. Switzerland. The capital is Bern. That is correct. That was not the city I was referring to, but that is a correct answer.
I'm just gonna stab in that what I think is in that region and drop a little Luxembourg on it.
Ooh, the capital of Luxembourg is Luxembourg.
Oh,
or Luxembourg City, I think to be precise.
Big Sexy gets the point.
Point for Big Sexy. I was referring to Bratislava, which is the capital of Slovakia.
Okay.
And Budapest is the capital of Hungary, which is right up there.
See, I was gonna say Budapest, but I couldn't remember if Budapest was the name of the country.
So, Belgrade's the capital of Serbia. Some other ones I thought you would get would be Buenos
Belgrade
Aires,
is the
capital of Argentina.
was the other place that I was thinking of. When I said Austria, I was thinking Belgrade.
You're thinking Belgrade.
I legit was going through South America and I said it's definitely not Argentina. That's Rio de Janeiro. Wrong.
No, Rio de Janeiro is Brazil.
But the capital of Brazil was Brasilia, which you already got.
Right.
So I was in the wrong country entirely.
I thought you would get China. The capital is Beijing.
Oh, shit.
Beijing. How do we miss China?
The capital of Iraq is Baghdad. I thought you might get that one.
Baghdad.
And Beirut's the
Bombs
capital of
over
Lebanon.
Baghdad.
So.
Yeah, you know what? I probably would have screwed that up and would have said like the other Iran or Iraq or Pakistan.
Woo! All right. Hopefully that first round thawed my brain a little bit.
All right. So first round,
point.
we
Big
dusted
Sexy
off the quiz.
So should we go sports?
Sure.
There are 12 teams that have never won a Super Bowl. 12 NFL teams that have never won a Super Bowl.
All right. So Judge, you have the advantage here.
I should. Yes.
You should.
Well, I'll put this caveat. There's 12 teams that have never won the Super Bowl. And if you go perfect 12 for 12, I'll give the point to whoever last names the 12th one.
Okay.
All right.
We won't. But
okay. I need to organize this in my mind. So I am going through and starting with the AFC East because I know that New England and the Jets and the Dolphins have all won Super Bowls. The Bills are only known for losing 4 in a row. So you can knock that whole division out. It's handled. The Buffalo Bills have never won a Super Bowl.
Buffalo Bills is correct.
All right.
You're right. They lost 4 in a row. An incredible feat.
It was an incredible
30
feat.
for 30 if you ever watched them. The Bills getting 4 in a row.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say I think the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's correct. They've lost 3. They've never won one.
All right.
You're banging out the ones that lost a lot.
Yeah.
Cincinnati hasn't won one?
Nope. They lost to the Niners twice, and they lost recently with Joe Burrow to the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, right?
That was not in a Super Bowl, but they did lose a Super Bowl to the Rams, I want to say. Ooh, maybe not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think they beat Mahomes to go to Super Bowl, right? And then they lost.
Right. Yes.
Yep, you're correct.
So in that same division, they do have some championships before the AFL-NFL merger, but the Browns also don't have a Super Bowl.
Correct. According to the NFL, the Browns don't have a Super Bowl. According to the NFL, the Browns only exist post 1999 because they lost all of their records when they moved to Baltimore.
Right.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's I hate when they do this stuff. It's the same thing.
Did
with
they have one
basketball.
before that?
No, they didn't. The Browns lost some Super Bowls.
And they had some championships.
They won NFL
before
championships, but
the
like
Super Bowl.
But-
We're talking
right.
about like the upcoming Super Bowl will be Super Bowl 59. So we're talking about there are 59 Super Bowl winners.
Right.
right. I'm saying the weird stuff the NFL did with the Browns and the Ravens is like Jamal
Yeah.
Lewis is the franchise rushing record. He didn't come anywhere close to Jim Brown's records, but those records got
But
left
because of
in
the move,
Cleveland.
that's
Yeah.
so fucking stupid.
But every other team, when they move, the records go with them. So, Earl Campbell still has Tennessee Titan rushing franchise records, even though he played in Houston.
right.
Those records
All
didn't
right.
go to the Texans.
I'm gonna say the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Correct. Now you've both nailed two teams that have never even been to the Super Bowl.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you're correct. They have never been to the Super Bowl.
I remember when the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens came into existence around the same time.
Within a
Right,
couple
what
years
the-
of each other, yeah.
The two recent expansion teams. The most recent expansion teams, is that right? Is that correct? Am I thinking?
Yes.
Right.
Well,
And
I
then-
think the most recent is the Texans, right?
The Texans, I believe, is the newest expansion.
Well,
Yeah.
they're not an expansion, right? They're just the Oilers renamed.
No,
No, the
that's
Oilers became the Titans.
Oh, the Oilers became the Titans. Oh,
All right. So do I go and keep this organized in my head by division? Because we're now in the AFC South with the Jaguars, and I cleaned up the NFC North or the AFC North with throwing the Browns in. So the Jaguars have not, which Big Sexy said. The Colts are in that division. They absolutely have, both when they were in Baltimore and since moving to Indy, but not this year because they were eliminated yesterday. In that division is also Tennessee and Houston. And Houston being a pure expansion team, I believe, they have not won a Super Bowl.
Houston's your answer?
Houston's my answer. The
Correct.
Texans.
They've never been to the Super Bowl.
oh wow. Okay. Shit. All right, here we go.
I will tell you,
I do not have
that
the
there is another
advantage
one out
of-
there that has not been to a Super Bowl, but probably has a good shot of getting there this year.
Yep. And there's
Yeah.
another one that you just said while you were doing your math out loud.
Also true.
Yeah.
And my math was very transparent.
The who'd you just say?
I was talking about the AFC South.
Yeah, because I don't want to repeat what you just said. Who you
The
just
answer I just said was the Houston Texans.
Yeah, because I
After you
don't
said the
think
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I don't think the Tennessee Titans have either.
You are correct.
That is correct.
They lost their only Super Bowl appearance to Kurt Warner, right? They were stopped right at the goal line.
Yep. All right,
Yeah.
so
Right, you
then,
got- you got
I'm
half
trying to
of them.
think of cities that have erupted in street violence and fire because their team won the Super Bowl, and I don't remember that happened in Tennessee.
I don't think that would happen in Tennessee.
Fans are stupid.
Okay.
So you got 6 down, 6 to go.
I'm going to go to
Right.
the West in the AFC, and we're just going to knock out the whole AFC here. One of them is the Super Bowl defending champ. Now I feel like I need to not name names so that I don't get up here.
I know who they are, though. You're in my division now.
Let's go to the 90s master of getting to, but no further than the AFC Championship game, and that is currently the LA Chargers.
The LA/San Diego Chargers, correct. They got the one Super Bowl and lost to Steve Young.
And a lot of AFC Championship games in the 90s.
And if I do recall correctly, I was bartending at a sports bar in South Bend at the time, and the Chargers scored late to make it like 49-26, something like that. And if they'd kicked the extra point, I would have won the Super Bowl squares. And they went for 2 and ended with 26, and I lost. I'm like, what are you doing? You're down by 22.
Oh.
Why are you going for 2? How is this going to help you?
Right. Well, you know, they got to shorten it up. And then somehow magically get 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes. Okay.
Spoiler alert, before you think too hard about this, we are done with the AFC.
Yeah, definitely go to NFC. He's letting you
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
The rest of that division is the Chiefs, obviously. Denver won
Of course.
a few back in the day, and then one more recently, like 10 years ago or so, with Manning. And then, of course, back in the heyday of the black hole, some city oriented with the Raiders have won some Super Bowls.
I am going to say, and I think. All right, here we go. I'm just going to shoot my shot because I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not a sports numbers guy. So I'm going to go the Arizona Cardinals.
You are correct.
That's a good one.
Lost their only Super Bowl to the Steelers. And
on a 99-yard James Harrison.
Oh, that's correct.
Interception return for a touchdown. And for anybody who's not,
how you guys know this shit? The fact that I'm able to list teams at all, let alone ones that haven't won a Super Bowl. Fuck.
There's only 4 left. I said if you get that last one, you win.
And Big Sexy's the one with the chance to get the last one. All right, let me think about that division. That is the AFC West. We know that Arizona is done. We've already talked about the Rams winning one. We have witnessed Seattle win and lose in back-to-back seasons. And then we also know that the 49ers were a dynasty back in the 90s-ish. So that division is done. I want to save the easy one to the end. To me, the easy. I'm going to save the easy one to the end.
Easy one.
So Big Sexy might steal it on you though.
Well, there's 2 in that division, so it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go to the. Let's see. We know that everybody in the Eagles, Washington, Giants, Cowboys have won. So that division's out. They've all won one. How many total do we have left?
4.
4 total. And I know 2 of them that are in one division, which means 2 of them are in the other division. And why am I blanking?
And the Mets are baseball.
The Mets are certainly baseball.
Mets have never won a Super Bowl. That is correct.
It is true. I'm just going to say I'm copping out because I'm blanking for some reason on the. Oh, I know what division it is. Okay, so the Buccaneers have definitely won one.
I think they won 2.
Oh yeah. One recently with Tom Brady, and then one back in 2001. Well, 2002, the 2001 season.
Yep.
The Carolina Panthers definitely lost with Cam Newton to the Patriots, one of the Patriot run years. The Saints have, have they won one? Has Drew Brees held that trophy legitimately? I think he has.
Big Sexy, as a big fan of Jacob the Auto Guy, is nodding his head saying yes.
Yeah, I'm
Believe
the one
me,
I'm
I
really
heard who that so many motherfucking times after their victory.
Who's the oh God. I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is the toughest one on the board. I'm gonna leave it till the end, and I'm gonna pull out of this division, and I'm gonna go into easy land. The Detroit Lions are a team that has a very, very great shot of making it to the Super Bowl, has not ever been there, which means they certainly have never won one.
You are absolutely correct.
All right.
Wait, I just did the math by knowing that there's 2 in that division that haven't won one. The other division that I was stumbling with.
I'm going to risk
name the 2 that did win.
One you said that I don't think has ever won, and I'm going to say the Carolina Panthers.
You are correct.
That
Big
is
Sexy.
correct.
Lost twice to the Patriots.
They lose twice to the Patriots?
They lost to the Patriots in the Patriots' second Super Bowl.
That was the wardrobe malfunction game.
Was it? Is that like back
With
in
Janet
like
Jackson?
04, 05, something like that?
I think so.
And then they lost
That was
with Cam
Tittygate?
Newton. You're correct. Later on, like they lost about 10 years apart, but the Patriots both times.
Okay.
One of them was a Vinatieri like field goal at the end.
So another one. So it's back to me, right? So
Yeah.
sticking with the theme of teams who have lost and some embarrassingly in the Super Bowl to the Patriots, I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons off the board.
Correct. They lost twice.
That's the only other one I had.
I want you to just channel Big Sexy. I'm going to help you out on one here. And I know that this is the tiebreaker. I know I'm probably giving you the point here. I want you to channel your inner soul.
Okay.
Oh,
right,
that
come
is
on.
totally it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, is that why you left it for him?
No.
No.
It just worked out that way.
All right.
It couldn't be more your soul if possible.
The Minnesota Vikings have never won the Super Bowl?
They've lost.
You're
one time.
absolutely correct. They lost 4 times.
Yeah. Not in a row, though.
Really?
Not in a row, but 4 times, I think, in the first.
I was wondering whether you were going to
11
fall into
Super
the bear
Bowls?
trap because they only won the one in '85.
Yeah.
I never realized the Minnesota Vikings had never won a Super Bowl. I thought for sure they'd won a Super Bowl.
No, they lost 4.
Holy shit.
They
Well,
lost.
there you go. Thank you for that. I'll take the point.
I think they lost to
Yeah,
the Raiders
wow.
and the Steelers and
I was never going to say the Raiders.
Cowboys.
I know the Raiders won Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
my team.
trying to remember who the Vikings lost to. I think the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Steelers,
Yeah, I knew they lost to the Raiders.
the Dolphins, maybe.
So you know what? I must be thinking of the AFC championships. I mean the NFC championship game before they went to the bowl.
Possibly.
Because I remember, it was big and it was televised and they made everything purple for Prince. I want to say it was in 2017, 2018 when they went to the AFC championship game. Because I remember watching because again, it's Minnesota, so everything was purple everywhere.
Oh yeah, they've lost a couple heartbreakers. They lost to the Falcons once, I think, where Gary Anderson hadn't missed a field goal all season, and he missed one in overtime to win the game.
I think maybe that was the one I'm thinking of. It wasn't it was a Super Bowl, but they lost in the Super Bowl. So they just never won it. Wow.
Right.
They've been there several times, just never won. Okay. Well, yay. All right, sports.
So only one division in the NFL has every team winning a Super Bowl at some point in time.
At the AFC West?
Is the NFC East? Is that the only one?
NFC East.
NFC East.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we might have lost him.
Oh, we sure did. All right. Well, so listeners, what is happening right now is our quizmaster Smitty Scoop has gone, and so hopefully he'll re-engage momentarily. But in the meantime, Judge, how was your Christmas?
It was good. It was good. Laid back. We didn't really do a whole lot, which was kind of the plan. So that went off without a hitch. And I did another brisket. Always great.
Oh, nice. How'd the brisket turn out? Because
brisket
last
great.
episode you talked about the brisket. Yeah,
I do think the one that I did at Thanksgiving was a little better, but that was partially, I want to say, because I didn't quite I had very limited options. I went the Sunday before Christmas, and there were only about 3 that I could choose from that were within the weight that I wanted them to be, and they weren't exactly to my liking.
Okay.
It was good though. It was really, really good. But when you have, I just have the one that from Thanksgiving that just blew everything out of the water.
But you still think it's the way to go?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, we ended up going to 3 potlucks in 2 days. We did a Christmas Eve potluck. That was a big potluck that we're going to. That was really amazing. Shout out to Rudo and Jamie, our hosts. That was a good old-fashioned black potluck. So there's a lot of soul food, a lot of comfort food. Definitely overate. ate way too much. Somebody made peach cobbler that was so good I had to give him a hug afterwards. It was I just walked up and said, "You made the peach cobbler," and just brought him into my warm embrace. It was fabulous and delicious. And then other local friend of ours had a little tiny small gathering. So we went over to his apartment, and then right after that, our friend Bella, shout out to Scooby, who had the small gathering, and then our friend Bella and her housemates, her flatmates, had another get together as well. And so we went over to that and hung out and have a good time. And I was thankful that I went to the first one and had some chicken and bread and rice and stuff, because the second one had all that that healthy woo woo good shit, and I don't eat that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of potato salads, vegan salads and different salads, vegan empanadas. It wasn't my vibe. So I didn't eat a whole lot of that last one. I had a few bites of gingerbread cookies, and that was about it. Yeah. And then the day after Christmas, we went to a restaurant nearby, Beach Bowl. Shout out to Beach Bowls. I've talked about them before. My friend Shar and fellow kind of bandmate had a little get together there, and then went to Toastmasters and did the Toastmasters thing. And then we were gonna have an after party, but the wife was wiped. She can't do like I do. Yeah. I can just go party to party to party and still be going on long and be just fine. She was partied out, was thankful that people were kind of tired and didn't want to do that as well. So we just went home and called it a night. Yeah.
Anything special planned for New Year's Eve, aka last night?
I think we're going. I think we went to a rooftop and was just hanging out with friends. Like, we have a couple options. Matter of fact, the apartment I'm in right now, the host, or her name is Renee. Shout out to Renee. Thank you for letting me use your space. Has a beautiful rooftop that I can look over Cozumel and see the city and things of that nature. And I really like it. So maybe it'll just be a few of us, like me, my wife, Nilla, and our friend Sunny. We're going to go for Indian food. Before I made reservations at India Jones, which is an amazing Indian restaurant here. And then I think after that, we may just come back here and go to the rooftop and just chill on the roof and just hang out. Our friend Chris might be having a rooftop thing as well, but he's a little further into the city. Not too much, a few blocks. But if I don't got to walk that far before and after the event, I'm leaning towards that. So we'll see which way we go. How about you? Any New Year's Eve plans around your way?
As of right now, absolutely nothing. It is the plan to stay home, to chill out. As we talked about before, we have really hit it up the past handful of years on New Year's Eve. So this is the year I don't think we're going to hit it hard. I'm not saying that we won't be up at midnight, but I don't know. I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy. Right. So the one positive here to this little delay is that we only made it through 2 of the 7 regular categories that he had.
Oh, good. So we may be able to do this again.
So we may be able to revisit this and do it again in the future and clean up some of this.
Yeah, and I'll definitely go to a place with stronger Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So far, the best place I've been has been Bunker Networking. And oddly enough, and this is how things are work out kismet, right? I met one of the employees at Bunker and at my friend's Christmas party, right? So she came to the Christmas party and was invited hanging out. And so I'm like, oh, cool, you work at Bunker. So now if I go there, it'll be a much more social event. Instead of me going and not knowing anybody, I'll know at least 2 people. So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Yeah, I expect everything to be super low key. We are still working on probably solidifying joining you on that cruise in March, and it's kind of like one of those, like, you pull one string and it pulls another, so it's kind of like
Right.
it really solidifies the desire to lay low for New Year's,
Yeah.
because it's like, well, there's so much that we might have piled up throughout the year, that cruise included. We are doing I've mentioned this, right, that we pivoted since the Elkton Magic cruise fell apart.
Yes.
We
Yes.
we pivoted and we ended up booking a week with the kids during their spring break at Disney. Hang on a second, I'm just messaging him.
Yeah, we can call it good for this episode.
Yeah, I'm letting him know, and I let him know he's got enough questions there on tap that we can just roll this and do another episode.
Yeah. And hopefully
so
next time we won't take 25 minutes to answer the first category.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look, even the one that we kind of sort of, methodically worked through in the NFL question, that took a decent chunk of time.
That did as well. Yeah, you're right.
It took us
You're
at least 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah. And the goodness is we're definitely learning how to make sure we, do our math out loud for good podcasting. Look, we have good examples of that. So, next time we will continue through and make it.
I talked last week about the place that we're staying at in Disney, right? Animal Kingdom, Kidani Village, where we can reach out, or look out and see on our balcony
the savannah.
Yeah.
And your beef with the abracadabra. Have you posted your beef anywhere? Have you shared that with anybody yet?
I haven't, and it's kind of one of those things where I haven't been there in a while, but I kind of feel like, hey, maybe I need to work some time into popping in there and seeing if things have changed. I don't necessarily expect them to, but who knows?
Right. Cool deal. Well, listeners, we thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out with us this crucial. Let us know if you like this format of having a little quiz. We can do this every now and then. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely.
I had a good time. Shout out to Smitty Scoop. Thank you not only for being a Patreon member, but also for putting that together and setting that up for us. I can't wait to get back to it again. Listeners, if you want to catch the video of this, swing on over to bullwiththebutthole.com. That's over on our Patreon. There it is.
For a minute there, I thought everything was from the Fritz.
Yeah. Go to bullwiththebutthole.com. Subscribe there. And join the Patreon. You can see the video. You can see us fumbling around. And it is enjoyable. Get all the extra footage and stuff, especially the next time we do this. If I have a good enough Wi-Fi, maybe we even go live with it.
Maybe
on a live feed. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Don't forget, you can swing on over. It's the holiday season. It was past the holiday season. It's the new year. You know what you need in the new year? New clothes. So swing on over to whereisbigsexy.com. That's where, like you're putting on clothes, is bigsexy.com. Grab yourself some Big Sexy digital nomad merch and impress your friends and family. And they go, where'd you get that? Send them on over to our site and tell them about our podcast and let them know and have them join the family as well. We appreciate it. And yeah, you heard us mentioning talking about the cruise next year. Go to gowithlisa.com/bigsexy to join us on my wife's 50th birthday cruise. That'll be out of Princess, going through the Eastern Caribbean and St. Thomas. The dates are March 23rd to.
You might get to watch me fall off a surfboard.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you'll definitely film that, but it's going to be Patreon paid only, of course. And I think to April 2nd or somewhere along those lines, April 1st, 8-day cruise leaving out of Orlando. So be sure to come in and check that out as well. And anything got coming up anytime shortly there, Judgmentalist?
January 10th. It's next Friday. From the time that we're doing this, we are returning Between Two Minds to the Cult Classic Brewing which is in Kent County, Stevensville, Kent Island, not Kent County, Queen Anne's County, Maryland. Really cool spot. We've done a show there before. They're having us back. There are, at the time that I'm saying these words, still some tickets available, but they have been moving quickly over the past couple of weeks. And I know that the week of, these guys do a full court press on all of their events. Like they promote week of and get a lot of sales then. So if you want to make sure there's a seat for you there, grab those tickets now. And then the following month, February 1st, we're doing another repeat show. It's the Northeast High School Marching Band fundraiser show. Those tickets are also on sale between twominds.com, judgmentalist.com. Also, I've talked about it a little bit on here. The Performing Hypnosis Summit in January is a good one, and it's good for all performers that are looking to elevate their bookings and what they're charging for bookings. It's not just for hypnotists, so we're not sitting there talking about a lot. We're talking more about the business of show business and entertainment than we are talking about hypnosis itself.
Nice. So yeah, guys, look into the PHS. And if you're performing, if you want to get an aspect and a grasp on the, it's tough, it's shady, it's not easy, especially if you end up doing it all by yourself. So take advantage of that. Well, thank you all for tuning in again. We appreciate y'all, and I can't wait to do this again. And in the meantime, safe
Travel.